To exhort somebody is to encourage them. Encourage them. In other words, it's urging that person to be all that they can be. It's bringing out the best in who they are. It's looking at their qualities and just lifting up those qualities. You know what it's being? It's being your spouse's biggest cheerleader. In fact, we have pom-poms for sale at lunch. Give me a J, right? No, but it's being their biggest cheerleader. Now, accusing, on the other hand, right? Accusing, and this is on page 15, accusing someone is tearing them down. It's tearing them down. And we tend to accuse our mates of everything that they do wrong, right? They could do 99 things right, but that one thing that they do wrong, that's exactly the thing that we are going to focus on for day in and day out, all day long. All I'm going to look at is the one thing, and I'm going to accuse you, right? I'm going to tell you, you aren't good at this. You don't do that right. You need to go back to school. You need to get, you need to get a job. You need, whatever it is, you. And what you're doing when you're accusing your spouse all the time is that you're breaking them. You're tearing them down. You're devaluing them. You're messing with their esteem. And when you do that, they will never reach the potential that God has called them to reach. And guess what happens by default? Your marriage gets crushed. So you, by accusing, are an active participant in your divorce.
And not to mention that it creates a disinterest to do well. Right? It's discouraging to be spoken to down, right? It gives you no desire to do the right thing.
Yeah. I mean, nobody wants to be torn down. I love when my wife is my biggest cheerleader. When I put everything actually in the right corner, and she comes out with give me a J, he did it, yeah, I love that, man. And I'm going to give you guys a little secret, okay? Don't tell anybody. When you begin to encourage your spouse, they like that. Crazy divine revelation right there.
And it works to your favor.
The cookies. I was told it's supposed to be just cookie because, anyway. So, you know when you're accused. You just got it? Yeah. You know when you're accusing. You know when you're accusing when the word that comes out of your mouth is what? You. You always. You never. You this. You that. You. That's what we say all the time. And sometimes you're trying to express, right, the words, right? You're trying to express yourself. But what if instead of doing you, and some of you who know the you statement versus the I statement thingy, right? What if instead of saying you, what if you said I? What if you really, because when you're accusing, basically they're doing something or something is going on that you just don't approve of or you have an issue with, and it's doing something in you that's causing you to get riled up in yourself. Man, we talked about that whole blame, insulting, and so now you want to bring out something. But what if you were conscious of the fact that you're hurting, and you know what? I have an issue, or I am wrestling with this thing that you're doing. So now it's not, I'm tearing you down. Now it's saying that you're hurting me by this action, right? This action is affecting me, but we need to get through this together. Totally different dynamic, but you're saying the same thing. Totally different. I'm sorry, babe.
No, and one of the things that I've learned in expressing myself that way is that when you share on your behalf, they can't take that away from you. You own that. That's how you feel. And so he can't tell you, oh, you can't feel like that. You know what I mean? You own that. You're sharing what's coming out of your heart, how you're feeling. And the greatest thing about sharing how you feel is that you don't give your partner that opportunity to put a wall, in defense, because now they're actually defensive listening to what you're saying.
Right. So, that's the first part of speaking. communication, I'm sorry. First part of communication. And we're going to do a little small group now. Let's do the first one together.
All right. Number 1, you never take out the garbage. You're such a lazy bum.
That never happens in my house, by the way. Okay? Just for the record.
Okay. The opposite of that would be, I would love for you to help me around the house. Could you please help me with the garbage?
Now you're saying the same. I know it sounds like, oh my goodness, like really? Like, you only see that in movies. Yeah, it's true. But the challenge is to do that because it works. Because if Jackie tells me, I would love for you to help me around the house, could you please help me with the garbage? Instead of saying, you never take out the garbage, you're a lazy bum, it's going to have a better effect. Chances are that I will help her, or at the very least, I'll receive it without getting offended and without feeling accused and less than. Okay? So small group leaders, get by your tables in case anybody has any question. Let's go to this. Do it together as couples and then share it in the group. God bless you guys. I see you guys after lunch.